Made it.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Jennifer Tucker. I'm the Interim Associate Dean of Learner Affairs at the Medical College of Georgia. It is my honor to welcome you to White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2026. We are delighted to have you join us for this ceremony, which marks and celebrates the entry of the class into the study of clinical medicine. A medical school education is an amazing process. In 3 to 4 years, the bright, motivated, and carefully selected university students who enter medical school are transformed into physician professionals. It is an amazing personal and educational metamorphosis. We faculty members take the responsibility of assisting our most junior colleagues on that professional journey very seriously. We are honored to have this outstanding group of young people join the MCG community, and we look forward to working with all of them as they become doctors over the coming years. None of these students arrived at this place at this point in their lives without the love and support of caring family and friends. I ask the class of 2026 to join me in thanking all of you who have supported and to continue to support these students. I would also like to thank all of those who worked so hard to prepare for this day, in particular the faculty members and staff in the Office of Learner Affairs. I would now like to introduce the stage party. Dr. David Hess, Dean, Medical College of Georgia and Executive Vice President for Medical Affairs and Integration. Dr. Mike Brands, Vice Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Shelley Nuss, Campus Dean for Augusta University, University of Georgia Medical Partnership. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Anil Puri. Dr. Robert McLowry, Campus Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Diversity, and Inclusion, MCG faculty, and the class of 2023 presidents. In 1998, the Arnold P. Foundation was established to focus attention on humanism and medical education. The first white coat ceremony was held at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons in New York, and over the following decade, nearly all U.S. medical schools introduced a white coat ceremony sponsored by the Arnold P. Foundation. This ceremony reminds our entire medical school community that our patients are at the center of what we do in all missions: education, clinical care, and research. The White Coat Ceremony was created to begin professional identity development for physicians in training by reminding us of the qualities expected of a physician as we put on our white coats. The coat represents knowledge, skill, duty, and professionalism. It reminds us of the importance of compassion and caring in the practice of medicine. The coat reminds us of the responsibility to our patients. We are reminded that our patients come to us and ask us for help, and they'll put their lives in our hands. This ceremony today reminds us that as we enter this profession, we are committed to a life of service to our patients and communities. I would now like to welcome Dr. Mike Brands, the Vice Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Brands joined the medical school faculty 22 years ago and has served the medical school in a variety of roles, including as chair of the MCG Student Academic Promotions and Professionalism Committee, and I guess we're sitting down, and as a member of the MCG Faculty Promotion and Tenure Committee. For 15 years, he has directed the medical physiology component, and since 2014, the cardiopulmonary module for the preclinical phase of MCG students' education. A Regents Professor in the Department of Physiology, Dr. Brands is a federally funded investigator who studies the intersection of cardiovascular and renal physiology and its role in controlling hypertension. Thank you, Dr. Brands.
I was going to throw out a please be seated if you didn't go ahead and take the initiative. I want to start off first welcome. I want to make sure I acknowledge all the people who made today possible. Academic affairs staff works overtime to come here all week long working on this, and on Saturday come in and doing this. I'm going to forget some names I know, but Amy, Diane, Jamaica, Ashlyn, Elise, thank you. It's a team effort to make this work. Also, Dr. Chris Watson, Greer Falls, organizing the event. You see all about our other medical students in white coats, our upper level students, see manning the entrances here and there and helping out. So it's really a team effort to get this day to work like it does. So thank you, everybody. So, several years ago, I've sat in the seats with the parents out there as my two daughters went through their white coat ceremonies. And, I was with the pictures and videos like everybody else. It was a great time. And I really can't help but reflect. I always thought about how much it reminded me of sending them off to kindergarten. It's really about the same thing. You stick a little name tag on them, and here's their name, your bus line, and you drop them off, or you put them on the bus, you drop them off. I know the students are thinking, I'm not a kindergarten, I'm an adult, Yes, you are, but of course your name is on those white coats, just to make sure we get you on the right bus. But the reason why I bring that up is, so parents, when you put your kid on those buses or drop them off, that's the most important thing in your lives that you're putting into the charge of that school. And so if you thought about it too much, you wouldn't do it. It'd scare you to death. So you're putting your children in the charge of that school. So this class, you're doing the same thing. You are putting your education, your medical training in our hands. Okay? You're trusting that to us, and I'm saying you've made the right choice. Okay, our faculty are here for you. We enjoy working with you. Students are our lifeblood. Okay? We're here to train you. So to me, the white coat, you hear all kinds of reflections, as Dr. Tucker started with, all kinds of perspective, reflections of what the white coat means. To me, in this context, it means community. So after they've all come through and put their white coats on and are seated, so you'll look around, you'll see this community of white coats and the faculty up here in the white coats. So to me, it means community, part of the MCG family. Okay? So with that, I'll just say welcome to the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brands. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Shelley Nuss to the stage. Dr. Nuss is campus dean at the AU-UGA Medical Partnership, responsible for the oversight and leadership of the campus, which educates 240 medical students across 4 years of curriculum. She also serves as the associate dean for graduate medical education and designated institutional official for the partnership campus in Athens. A professor of internal medicine and psychiatry at MCG, she also serves as adjunct faculty in the Department of Psychology at the University of Georgia and is the recipient of numerous teaching and leadership awards. Dr. Nuss earned her medical degree from West Virginia University, where she also completed her internal medicine and psychiatry residency. Dr. Nuss.
All right, let's get this party going, right? All right. All right, good. Well, welcome, everybody. This is such a fun day. Hats off to the class of 26, right? You have made it this far. Be really proud of that. I'm here to just really, bring welcome and greetings from everybody over in Athens. And so just a little bit about the partnership. It opened its doors in 2010, and we now teach 60 students per class. Campus actually is really unique because it really brings kind of the research, land grant, sea grant, University of Georgia resources, but marries that with Georgia's only public medical school, and that's the Medical College of Georgia. So, but the heart of the campus really in Athens is that student learning experience. We have dedicated core science and basic science and clinical educators and staff and administrators that are there really for one thing, and that's to make you the best compassionate doctor that you can be at the end of your time with us. Thanks to everyone on our campus, we rely on volunteer physicians and our community partners, and that really kind of is the backbone for our campus and where our students get to learn kind of the art and science of medicine. Well, today's a very special day for the class of 26. That white coat you put on today, right, really marks the beginnings of your own journey in the profession of medicine. Just want you to know, wherever your medical training takes you, wear your white coats with pride and privilege, but most importantly, with humility. Remember the important moments when you do fail and make mistakes. Learn from them. Listen carefully and compassionately to the patients that you care for. And remember what makes you a medical student, a future doctor, a caretaker for your patients is not the white coat. It's the qualities that you already possess. Your compassion, your discipline, your altruism, your intelligence, the things that make you uniquely you. Remember that. And again, I think we've said this multiple times. I've met some parents before the ceremony today. You know, under that umbrella of the white coat is everybody who supported you along the way. I know the parents are smiling today and significant others. This is a big day. It's a major milestone, so please cherish it. But please remember to lean on them when you have dark times and when you're celebrating, because you will have them throughout your career. You need them to be by your side. So from all of us at the Medical Partnership, congratulations again on this amazing milestone. And as they say, it's Saturday in Athens. Go Dogs! Well, listen, it's my honor and privilege now to introduce you my boss and good friend, and that's Dean David Hess. He's been right here, honored educator and researcher, 27th Dean of the Medical College of Georgia, also Executive Vice President for Medical Affairs and Integration at Augusta University. Dr. Hess previously served as chair in the MCG Department of Neurology. He's a graduate of Johns Hopkins University and the University of Maryland School of Medicine, completed his neurology residency and vascular and stroke fellowship at MCG and AU Health System. Dr. Hess is a prolific physician scientist who focuses on improving stroke treatment and recovery and has more than 210 peer-reviewed articles. He's a passionate educator of students, residents, and fellows, and has received numerous teaching honors, including the MCG Educator of the Year Award and the Exemplary Teaching Award multiple times. In 2012, he received MCG's Outstanding Faculty Member Award and the Distinguished Research Award from the university's Research Institute. He received the 2001 Humanism in Medicine Award from the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey and was inducted into the Gold Human Honor Society. Dr. Hess has been named America's Top Doctor and Best Doctors in America every year since 2000. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. David Hess.
And thank you, Shelley, and the Partnership Campus. It really makes MCG what it is, our Partnership Campus and our regional campuses. So this is a great turnout. I think this is more than we get for hooding. So this is you students must have a lot of friends and relatives. But I want to do a observational study. Our students have to do a research project, so I want to make it real easy on you. So if you're a physician, either stand, if you can stand, stand. If you can't, just put your hand up. If you're a physician, a friend, family member, parent, stand up. Let me just see how many there are. It's a pretty good number. Now, here's the question you have to answer. We want to get a percentage, so look around, students. This is your research project. It's called an epidemiological survey of white coat usage amongst friends and family of Medical College of Georgia students. Now, if you wear a white coat more than half the time in your practice, raise your hand. White coat ceremony, one honesty, raise your hand. So you got the percentages there? All right, good. Sit down. Thank you very much. So, you know, white coat ceremonies, almost all health sciences schools have them now. I think it goes back to the 90s. But really, you know, the medicine's interesting. In 1910, Abraham Flexner wrote a famous report called the Flexner Report. And it was commissioned by, of all people, John D. Rockefeller and the Rockefeller Foundation. Because back then, most medical schools were proprietary and not with the university. You kind of apprenticed yourself out. And some of the medical schools were not very good, and a lot of the practitioners were not very good. Some were called snake oil salesmen. There was all sorts of caricatures and paintings of them. So this Abraham Flexner went to Germany and studied. He wasn't even a physician. He was just an educator. That's important to be an educator, but he was not a physician. This is important. He came back and he did a survey of all these medical schools. It took a long time, and he recommended that a third of them close. And actually, he recommended that MCG close, but we didn't. We rallied and we stayed open, and we were, I thought, one of the better of that bottom half. We're probably in the bottom half. But what came out of that report was the importance of basic science, and 4 years and 2 years of basic science. Before that, there wasn't basic science like there is now. But all of a sudden, the Mike Brands arose, and they became the power of the medical schools. It was the basic scientists. And Johns Hopkins, when I went to Johns Hopkins, we were indoctrinated with the Circle of Four, the four horsemen of Johns Hopkins. William Welch, who was a pathologist, who was all into basic science. William Osler, who's I'm going to get to my hero and our hero, and a guy named William Halsted, who was a surgeon, very famous surgeon. But he had two major problems: cocaine addiction and opioid addiction. It was terrible. No, really. And he was a great surgeon. This stuff goes way back to some of the greats of medicine. And then the last one was an obstetrician, gynecologist, Howard, I'm blocking on his name, but I'll think about it in just a minute. But those were the four. But William Osler started to rebel against this idea that physicians just learn in the lab, on autopsies and pathology, and he said you got to go out and see patients, right? So you had to leave the lab with your white coat and go out into the ward. And so his point was, and don't ever forget this, students, is that just talk to the patient, they'll give you the diagnosis. So you bet 80% of the diagnoses are from talking to the patient, and that's so important. And so William Osler, and there's a great biography of him by a guy named Michael Bliss. You can read it in 1 or 2 nights. You guys can probably read it faster. Get that book and read it. It's great, about William Osler. But he was the one that really championed the type of medical education we have now and what you have. It's so important. It reminded me, I saw a patient in clinic yesterday, and he's a very smart patient, a little sarcastic, and I said to him, Mr. So-and-so, I think I may not have gotten your initial diagnosis right a few years ago. I want to change it. In medicine, we keep getting more and more data. And so he perceptively looked at me and said, Dr. Hess, I know it's the practice of medicine. And I think I was practicing medicine, like I had to get better. But it's very, very true. We sometimes have to revise our diagnoses over time. And so it's very, very important, this clinical part. And you're going to have ups and downs in life. You're going to do much better for your patients in everything you learn in your downs in life. Remember that. When you're down in life, you're going through that for a reason. You're going to be a much, much, much better doctor. Now, someone who exemplifies William Osler is our keynote speaker, Anil Puri, who is also president of our Alumni Association. And he's shaking his head. He's so modest. That's why I love the guy. He's shaking his head, and I'm shaking my head, yes. He's from Milledgeville. He went to Emory. His father's a physician, so it's genetic or environmental or both. And he cares deeply about his family. He cares deeply. His father still practices. And Anil, I said, went to Emory, went to MCG, and he, by the way, is really, he donates to MCG, he serves us, he comes up from Milledgeville. And the thing I like best about him is during COVID, he came and did shifts in our critical care unit. So he's an internist. He trained in internal medicine, critical care, pulmonology, and sleep. The only negative mark on his record is where he did his fellowship training, University of Florida. But he quickly learned, he came to his senses, but he said he got great training, and it is a great training place. I hope none of you are Florida graduates. If you are, that's fine. You get great training. But he came back here, and now he went back to Milledgeville, where he hosts students. He's always got good ideas. He also has a master's of health administration from George Washington. So he's very, very accomplished, and he's just a great doctor. And he's what we're trying to do in our 3+ program is get physicians out, well-trained, the William Oslers, and practice in Milledgeville, Georgia. So Anil, we're looking forward to your address.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hess, for that very unique introduction. distinguished faculty, guests, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2026. Welcome to this most joyous occasion. Today is your white coat ceremony and signifies your entry into the most noble profession of medicine. My name's Arnold P, and I'm a graduate of the MCG class of 2005 and have the honor of serving as the president of the MCG Alumni Association. I also had the honor of serving as a speaker at the class of 2022's hooding ceremony about 6 months ago. I would like to make it official today that I am now available for a variety of speaking arrangements, including but not limited to graduations, baby showers, bar mitzvahs, bunko, and bingo nights. Please send all requests for speaking engagements to Dr. Hess. In all seriousness, it truly is a pleasure to join you today. I would like to start by extending my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on this achievement. I know many of you have been working towards this day since you can probably remember, and it's finally here. I would also like to take a moment to again applaud those family, friends, and significant others present in the audience today or watching this event online. The success of the class of 2026 did not occur in a vacuum, and we recognize and are grateful for your contribution. Please give them another round of applause. Now, I am perhaps an unlikely speaker for a white coat ceremony. You see, I haven't written any books, I haven't written any journal articles, I'm not performing any cutting-edge research, and I assure you there are no syndromes or rare diseases named after me. But I have sat where you are sitting. I have felt the ups and downs of medical school and often the insecurities that come with them. I have spent a lot of hours at the Greenblatt Library, and that was before they redid the furniture. And I still vividly remember the smell of my clothes after anatomy lab. I also still remember what it feels like to graduate from medical school. Most importantly, I have been fortunate to spend the last 10 years of my life taking care of people in my hometown of Milledgeville, Georgia. And the last couple of years, I've had the pleasure, and it is a pleasure, of teaching medical students. All these events have shaped my journey through medical school and beyond, and over the next 8 hours, I will share some pearls with you. I'm just kidding, just kidding. Now, if my calculations are correct, you've been in medical school for about 2 months. Undoubtedly, you still have much excitement and fervor about becoming a doctor. But by now, you have probably noticed a truth that I cannot sugarcoat. Medical school is challenging. Actually, sometimes it's really hard. So in preparing for this speech, I thought to myself that if I could go back to 2001 and sit with first-year medical student me, what would I tell him? So allow me to share just a few thoughts. Number one, you belong here. Sometimes when you dream of going to medical school and you get a bad grade or you're having a hard time in a class, you start to wonder if you're really cut out for this or not. You begin to doubt yourself. Allow me to cast away your doubts right now at this moment. You belong here. You've chosen the profession of medicine, and it has chosen you. Don't ever forget that. You have been summoned to a sacred calling to care for your fellow human, and you will rise to that challenge. To quote one of my class's vice deans for academic affairs, Dr. Reeve Fincher, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Your persistence will pay, and take my word for it, even average medical students can become above average doctors. Never underestimate the contribution of compassion and empathy to your clinical practice. Sometimes these two things can carry you much further than simple facts from a book. Number two, learn from your classmates. One of the most amazing aspects of medical school is the people that you get to work with every single day. Get to know your classmates. Each one of them has a story. What motivates them? What makes them tick? And importantly, what can you learn from them and what can they learn from you? You're sitting amongst a great brain trust, and I firmly believe that fostering collegiality at all levels through medicine is very beneficial. The practice of medicine is a team sport, and when we work together, patients win. In addition, you have an opportunity here to make friends that will last a lifetime. They will, in a way, be members of your new family. Embrace them. Number 3, the learning never stops. There's a lot of learning to be done in medical school. At times, it feels like you're drinking from a fire hydrant. Do your best to learn the information, but work at the same time to nurture your love for learning. Continuing to learn will keep your mind fresh, your passion for the work you do alive, and ultimately benefit the patients who will put so much trust in you. And finally, take time to learn about the healthcare system. The famous physician, Sir William Osler, once said, "With great power comes great responsibility." Actually, that was Spider-Man, but you get the idea. You're entering school at a time when the profession of medicine is in dire need of stewardship. The fundamental doctor-patient relationship has been unduly influenced by insurance companies, policymakers, corporate greed, and various other entities. My friends, take time during your education to learn how to care for patients, but also how to care for entire populations and how the system of healthcare delivery works. Get the 30,000-foot view. You will be told by some that we have a very complicated healthcare system, and the nuances are better left to some administrator or executive somewhere. My answer to that is, although it may be complex, it's not more difficult than the Krebs cycle, neuroanatomy, or spelling lymphangioliomyomatosis. You are uniquely poised to learn how healthcare is delivered and how it can be improved. All of us, including your future patients, need you to be the healthcare leaders of tomorrow. Again, I want to congratulate you, my most junior colleagues, the class of 2026, on your special day. If I or any other MCG alumni can be of assistance to you, please do not hesitate to reach out. I hope that you continue to exhibit greatness and your love for medicine, and I hope that I am lucky enough one day to both teach and learn from some of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Puri, for another excellent speech. My daughter's 13th birthday is in March, so we can hook you up for that. So now, we're delighted to welcome our class of 2023 presidents representing the main campus and the Athens Medical Partnership campus to share their perspectives on the white coats that they've had for a couple of years now with the class of 2026. Idris Ali will speak first, followed by Zach Adams. Idris?
What's poppin' 2026? I had a more eloquent introduction, but somebody told me that they had a bet on what I would say, and then when I told them what I was, they said they would win, so now they don't have to. But really, good afternoon, class of 2026, and welcome families, friends, loved ones to the MCG White Coat ceremony, or what I like to call the Facebook Profile Pic Symposium 2022. My name is Idris Ali. Some of you might remember me as the guy who told you that med school is all pass-fail and that you can lollygag and kind of goof off and not worry about school as a medical student. And families, friends, loved ones, somehow someone heard this and said, yeah, that's a good person to talk to them on White Coat. So we'll see how it goes. But in all seriousness, today is a very special day. I remember sitting in your seats a few years ago, kind of in complete awe at this moment. And, you know, I was like, wow, what in the world's going on, right? But it's a day of celebration, and it's such a major milestone in your journey as budding physicians. White Coat marks the start of a period that you're going to learn more than ever before. Today, you'll make lifelong memories, build community, and witness the sheer beauty and depths of humanity. All this alongside your future colleagues. The weight of the white coat does not come lightly. It comes with it a reminder of your journey onwards and the weight of expectations that now accompany you anytime you don it. And while it carries this station in the eyes of others, let it also serve a tribute to the hard work that got you to this very point. Every single person sitting in these seats today has a different story, a different path that brought you to this very point. You know, you have countless hours in research, sleepless nights, so many hours, you know, volunteering your time in your local community as your free time at that. For a lot of other people, today marks the time that you've been looking for even longer. A lot of you is a mark in a transition in your life where you're coming back to higher education, be all the while kind of juggling life's greater responsibilities. Some of you are raising families, some of you worked in a completely different field, some of you even served our nation's military. In addition to all of this, there's a lot of you that are rewriting your family trees as your family's first generation physicians. And for that, you guys are really putting matriculating into med school on X Games mode. It's important, though, that we highlight all the various walks of life that we have in our class today, and that we are blessed to have as our community's future healers. You'll learn from your peers and your unique perspectives and stories. Each and every one of you enriches our community, and now more than ever, we'll have physicians that look like, talk like, empathize, and connect with our patients. A mentor of mine told me, don't lose yourself in medicine. And this is if there's nothing else that you take from my speech today, let it be this. Do not lose yourself in this process. Do not lose yourself in medicine. When you don your white coats and take them with you anywhere, don't forget who you are and never lose sight of what's important to you and the person that got you to this seat today. Your individuality defines you, and your perspective will enrich the field. Each individual here has a story, something that makes you uniquely you, and you should wear that as loud and proud as you wear your white coat today. This white coat is a symbol of a shared class story. It's a blank canvas that you guys are going to paint, you know, illustrations of your experiences here at med school. You'll put your memories, your lessons, and even your shared wisdom together. It'll accompany you on each journey that you have in med school. In your preclinical years, it's going to be front and center in your first standardized patient encounter. You're going to lose your notepad and your pen in its countless pockets, and then all of a sudden you'll hear Dr. Brown's voice. You have 5 minutes left on the patient encounter. And that'll cue your physical exam at that point, right? And then your white coat will also be a sign of refuge in student-run clinics when some of Augusta's most desperate locals come to you in their trying times. In your clinical years, it's going to be a toolbox to care for the suffering and support your community. On peds, it'll be a museum of stickers and lollipops. On OB, it'll be a gallery of ultrasound images. And on surgery, it'll be a repository of tapes and bandages. Your white coat will hold life's most important moments, from the tears of patients on your shoulders to the results of a cancer diagnosis in your pocket. Over the next 4 years, you'll embark on a tour of humanity. You'll witness miracles, and you'll meet folks from all walks of life, all the while encountering incredible pathology and experience the beauty and the resilience of the human body. And while it might be hard to lose sight of your purpose, while it might be hard to see your purpose in the late hours of night studying for the foundations of medicine, you're in the middle of an adventure that thousands of people across the country would dream to be in this position. So savor every moment. Don't stop to forget and reflect on your journey that brought you here, the individual that's wearing this white coat. Don't take this incredible privilege for granted, and don't lose yourself in this process. Our patients know we're smart. We got here, we struggled and everything like that, but what they care at the end of the day is that the person that is in that white coat can care about them and will listen to them. Let today's ceremony drive you in your pursuit to be the best doctor you can be. The two most valuable tools that we have are our ears and our heart. It's our compassion. The class of 26, congratulations on overcoming so many obstacles and achieving this milestone, which has been years in the making. Cherish your classmates, learn eagerly, but most importantly, learn when it's time to stop studying and forge new memories with your classmates. Lastly, thank your families and your friends and loved ones who've supported you along this way. It's just as much their day as it is yours, and keep them close, because when the white coat becomes heavy, they'll ease its burden on you. Wear your white coat with pride, cherish the responsibility of being the future of medicine. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations.
Good afternoon, class of 2026, and thank you for having me today. I would like to welcome all the family and friends that have traveled to be here today and to celebrate the first-year medical students that are receiving their white coats. Students, take a look around at the guests that are here to support you today. Believe me when I say that the encouragement of your loved ones will be one of the most valuable forms of support over the next 4 years when times get tough. It is guaranteed that at some point you will suffer from what's known as imposter syndrome, or just feeling like you don't belong. When that time comes, remind yourself that everyone will experience it at least once. Most of us experienced it the entire first year of medical school, or two. My point is, it's during these times that I encourage you to remember all of your accomplishments that have helped you to get to where you are. Many of you have been working for a decade or two to make it to this point today, and you should not let a temporary setback veer you off course. Now, take a look at your classmates that are sitting around you. The white coat that you put on today creates a special bond. It unites you all through the ups and downs that medical school will bring your way. These are the people that will walk alongside you in this journey and will face all the same challenges as you, whether it's anatomy practicals, your first graded standardized patient, or taking your first history from a real patient. These experiences will be exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Remember to support your classmates through these experiences and never feel too shy to accept a helping hand. The short white coat that you're now wearing identifies you as a learner. I urge you to take advantage of every opportunity over the next 4 years to learn from your patients. You must also recognize this as a privilege. It's easy to forget that we're not owed anyone's privacy or vulnerability, and that the ability to learn from their case is truly a gift. This privilege of being a medical student will grant you memorable experiences that you will carry throughout your medical career, from helping deliver a child to sharing that a patient's scans have come back cancer-free. This white coat will also give you the ability and the privilege to truly get to know your patients. I encourage you to cherish the privilege and take the time to learn a thing or two about the person your patient is outside of the office. This gives you the chance to walk with your patient during happy times, like celebrating a new grandchild or hearing about their upcoming summer vacation plans. You'll also be there to support them in difficult times, like when a family is grieving the loss of a loved one, or when test results bring back that diagnosis that they had feared. This white coat sets you apart, and you must remain humble and caring in the authority that it gives you. And as I wrap up, I want to give you a few pieces of personal advice. There is life beyond medicine. I know many of us arrive at medical school having spent the last decade attempting to increase our high school GPA and extracurriculars to be able to get accepted into the right university, and then that cycle repeats itself, attempting to increase our college GPA and extracurriculars to get into the right medical school. And I certainly can't forget to mention all the months that we spent studying for the MCAT. While I, of course, advocate for good study habits, I also the first 2 years of medical school are pass-fail for a reason. And step 1 is now pass-fail for that same reason. Utilize your time wisely to prioritize other important aspects of life. Quality time with your significant other, sleep, spending time with friends and family, going on walks, and just doing things that make you happy. And finally, find joy in what you're doing today. It's easy to always look ahead and say, when I finish medical school, then I'll be happy. But that progresses into residency, and then on to fellowship, and then you'll just be looking forward to when you get to retire. Before you know it, that career that you once dreamed of, it's passed you by. Please don't wait to find the joy. Every step in this journey will have its stressors, but it'll also have really incredible moments too if you let it. Class of 2026, congratulations on making it to this step in your career, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Idris and Zach. Now, you're in for a very special treat from MCG's student a cappella group, the Serotonins.
Dr. Watson Just relax, just relax. Don't you let those quiz reviews fool you. You know more than you may think that you do. Ooh, da 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 da. We feel the stress, but it's alright. Alright. The more you stay the same, the more they seem to change. You're gonna do so great. Don't put your white coat on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, put your coat on. Sun fire, faded scrubs. Get yourself specialty that you can do. Put your white coat on. You're gonna save some lives out there. And cat or go by your camp. Felt like it never ended. Eager friend past the sin. Zoom interviews were longer. Then I got into MCG. And it felt like all the doors were wide open. We're gonna do medicine. Go put your white coat on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, put your coat on. Sapphire faded scrubs. We hope you get yourself specialty that you've been dreaming of. Put your white coat on. You're gonna save some life somewhere out there.
Thanks, y'all. That was awesome. I would now like to call up Dr. Bobby McLowry, the Campus Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Diversity, and Inclusion on the Athens campus, and one of my favorite people.
Back at you, Dr. Tucker. Thank you. Students, it is the moment that you have been anticipating since you matriculated that last week of July. Will the stage party and student marshals please take their positions? And as we begin, I would like to request that everyone please hold their applause until the last student from each campus has received the white coat. This will allow us to hear the name of each student clearly as they come forward. And now I would like to request that the first 10 coders arrive at their places on stage.
Fatma Abdul Qadir. Ali Abul Hassani. Mark Ademisoye. Asim Ahmad. Jennifer Awewu. Abhiram Gopal Akela. Danny Alivi. Ujwal Aluru. August Anderson. Samantha Armas. You may be coded. Nicholas Arrowood. Osayaman Ateka. Caleb Bachek. Christina Bay. Pratima Bajaj. Bhavya Bakshi. Carol Beatty. Stacy Bador. Asna Bardwaj. Arjun Butt. You may be coded. Aditya Bave. Jordan Bothwell. Morgan Broniak. David Brower. Amber Bullock. Kyle Burkhart. Weston Bush. Andrea Quiseres. Gustavo Capo Fernandez. Stephen Kane. You may be coded. Ananya Chakraborty. Herjat Chima. Madison Shimenti. Haley Chisholm. Anna Sophia Chung. Joshua Clark. Jacob Clyett. Megan Coggins. Maura Knorton. Hannah Kopp. You may be coded. Alvaro Cortez. Claire Cotton. Edwin Coulange. Sydney Delore. Christopher Dick. Shruti Dantu. Sean Doss. Ariel Duncan. Danielle Dunman. Nitu Adera. You may be coded. Neil Idupuganti. Anthony Alinjikal. Temilalua Paukunla. Chloe Farnham. Samantha Feinstein. Catherine Ferguson. Joshua Vernicola. Caroline Finn. Mary Kate Flagg. Ryan Frericks. You may be coded. Nicholas Fuchs. Claire Gallion. James Gardner. Brandon Garton. Mark Galernter. Hannah Giatti. Sumtochukwu Gadwinafor. Gaurav Gopu. William Goss. Lindsay Grader. You may be coded. Rachel Grimes. Luke Guy. Madeline Hamby. Sophia Hamill. Mitchell Hansen. Davis Hardell. Rowan Hyatt. Stephanie Hayes. Madison Hazelwood. Simon He. You may be coded. Yejin Yo. Gabrielle Hernandez. Emily Hicks. Annie Hugh. Moriniki Isola. Madison Ives. Cameron Jackson. Kareem Jandali Rafali. Gagandeep Japra. Emily Jones. You may be coded. Melanie Jones. Teray Jones. Vatsala Kapoor. Rohan Kapuria. Justin Ketchum. Ramsha Khan. Ryan Khan. Jacob Knight. Rithwik Kopaka. Sarah Kukowski. You may be coded.
Nivan Lakshim. Salima Lalani. Ryan Langston. Alana Lancer. Benjamin Lapid. Taylor Leathers. Andrew Lempner. Austin Liu. Cameron Liss. You may be coded. George Liu. Madeline Lowry. Eric Luna. Thomas Lyons. Eden Mahoney. Vivian McCool. John Manfredi. Caitlin Margle. Brenna Martin. Jackson McLean. You may be coded. Jessica McElrath. Riley Meehan. William Meeks. Meg Mehta. Brittany Mills. Samarth Mishra. Eric Morey. Vishal Matla. Malik Mumni. Mes Nafea. You may be coded. Hema Nesbitt. Daniel Newton. Emily Ing. Brianna Nicholson. Mohammed Nassar. Kristen Zeru. Danielle Obiri. Kafayat Okatade. Bryce Ona. David Overholt. You may be coded.
And I would now like to request that the next 10 faculty coders approach the front of the stage.
Caleb Paget. Anuja Palacharla. Eric Pan. Teresa Parker. Aditya Patel. Akash Patel. Alicia Patel. Michelle Patel. Rob Patel. Roshni Patel. You may be coded.
Sagar Patel. Sahil Patel. Saloni Jayesh Patel. Shiv Patel. Tathia Patel. Yagni Patel. Utsav Paul. Sarah Pearson. Fahim Patayo. Pooja Punukolnu. You may now be coded. Adarshini Raja. Elaine Rogers. Josephine Rudd Jung Manus. Sakshi Sagal. Vahni Senthil. Ankita Shaw. Dylan Shaw. Viyam Shaw. Arti Shankar. Abhinav Sharma. You may now be coded. Karan Sharma. Ahmed Shetty. Danielle Shen. Charlene Shu. Abigail Simon. Abigail Elizabeth Smith. Noor Sohal. William Sparks. Michael Steflik. Claudia Schleck. You may now be coded. Isha Tadby. Ryan Tang. Nicole Tayag. Grace Thayer. Blaine Thompson. Madeline Thompson. Caitlin Tice. Joshua Vander Eerden. Ankita Vala Pali. Lucas Veltma. You may now be coded. Praveen Vikran. Rashawn Wallace. Wujudong Richard. Charles Weeks. Elena Warnicki. Allie Wetston. Landy White. Mark White. Ivory Williams. Peter John Williams. You may now be coded. Jacob Warden. Sandeep Yavaguntla. Adam Zabib. There's just three of them. Right. You may now be coded.
This concludes the student class from the Augusta campus. I would now like to welcome the faculty members from the Athens Partnership campus to approach the front of the stage.
Hamza Ali. Radhesh Amin. Betsy Barthoff. Jordan Bile. Alex Bajaran. Matthew Bussey. You may now be coded. Anna K. Campbell. Victor Chaban. Tasia Dam. Robert Davidson. Erica DeAndre. James Dornbush. You may now be coded. Attila dos Santos. Rebecca Dry. Olivia Erickson. Damian Izuma. Joshua Geltz. Sean Gordon II. You may now be coded. Robert Green Jr. Ansley Harrelson. Parker Helms. Noor Hilu. Amy Jenkins. Justin Keener. You may now be coded. Firdos Khan. Jasmine Lake. John Lehman. Jason Levin. Amanda Lilly. Abdullah Bai. You may now be coded.
James McClellan III. Lucas McCook. Hunter McWilliams. Suraj Modi. Elena Moore. And Taylor Moore. And the Grammy goes to, oh, wrong one. You may now be coded. Rita Naeem. Krithika Nayadu. Pamela Wynn. Eric O'Hara. John Pindell. And they may now be coded. Caitlin Pierce. Isabel Rangoose. Christopher Reed. Morgan Ricketts. Quinn Rowe. Justin Rowe. You may now be coded. Josie Ryder. Khadija Shabir. Christina Shin. Sarah Stay. Constance Sullivan. Kayla Tatum. You may now be coded. Fikri Tessima. Jessica Vesicchio. Sarah Wells. Case Willis. Justin Wolazin. And by no means least, Jake Wong. You may now be coded.
That concludes the coding part of the ceremony. Please welcome back the serotonins to the stage to sing the alma mater when there are microphones for that to happen. Yes. Would everyone please stand?
Great, thank you. Everyone, please be seated. Well, as they say in Kentucky, down the stretch we come. So how do those white coats fit? They doing good? Doing good? All right. Well, as the final portion of the ceremony this afternoon, I'm going to be leading the new class of 2020 2026 with their white coats on in the class oath, which they actually authored between both major four-year campuses here during the first weeks of class. The oath is found on page 6. I know you don't have it all memorized. So if the class of 26 would please rise for me. We want you to turn around and face your families and friends. All right, with the class of 2026, please recite with me the oath that you crafted, actually. So here we go. We, the class of 2026 of the Medical College of Georgia, proudly stand before our families, friends, peers, and faculty to pledge this oath. We pledge to practice medicine with compassion and foster the flourishing of our communities, to use evidence-based medicine to provide the highest standard of care while respecting our patients' autonomy and being worthy of their trust, to attend to the suffering of others and promote health literacy, to care for ourselves so that we may best care for our patients, to devote ourselves to the lifelong role of both educator and student of our communities, to collaborate with other healthcare professionals in pursuit of the well-being of the patient above all else, to apply our knowledge for the advancement of medicine and healthcare policy, to strive to mitigate personal and systemic shortcomings and advocate for equitable treatment across all communities, to embody these values even in the face of adversity. We pledge to hold ourselves to the responsibilities that come with these white coats and to represent ourselves, our class, and the Medical College of Georgia with honor. Congratulations, class of 2026.
We present to you the Medical College of Georgia, class of 2026. Okay, so I have a few very quick words, I promise, no longer than 15 or 20 minutes, just kidding. All right, so I just wanted to say super quickly to the students and to reiterate what everyone else here has said. You're here for a reason. You earned the seat that you're sitting in right now. And the people on this stage and the people in this audience are proud of you, have faith in you, and want you to succeed. I hesitate to say this because it's what old people say, but this time is fleeting, and you should relish every moment with your new classmates, to include anatomy practicals and NBME shelf exams. Before you know it, you'll all be back here, hopefully together in this place, at your hooding ceremony. Congratulations, now it's time to celebrate. I invite you all to join us for a reception at the J. Harold Harrison Building. Please allow the stage party and students to exit first, and y'all remain in your seats until all have exited. Thank you.